Welcome to the Managing Extensions walkthrough. Extensions are the core of your PBX. Each one represents a user or device endpoint on the phone system. In this video, we'll cover every section of the extension configuration: identity and credentials, CID device settings, voicemail, call forwarding, find me, follow me, outbound caller ID pools, portal access, recording, and more. Let's start by logging into the admin console. Navigate to PBX Management and click the Extensions tab. This is the extension list view for the selected tenant, in this case Wicked Sprockets with 38 extensions. The table shows each extension number, the user's name, their outbound caller ID with source badge, voicemail status, do not disturb flag, the maximum device count, status, and live registration state. The registration column queries the asterisk servers in real time and shows whether each extension's phone is currently connected. Use the search bar to filter by extension number, name, or caller ID. Click the Add Extension button in the top right corner. This opens the creation form with sensible defaults. On a new extension, you'll set the tenant, extension number, name, email, and SIPE password. The extension number must match the tenant's digit length. For Wicked Sprockets, that's 3 digits. The SIPE password is what the physical phone or softphone uses to authenticate with the server. You can click the Generate button to create a strong random password. The email field supports multiple addresses separated by commas. These receive voicemail notifications and welcome emails. The SIP and device card controls how the extension registers with the asterisk server. The SIP password authenticates the phone. You can toggle visibility or generate a new one. Max Devices sets how many phones can register simultaneously with the same credentials. Set this to 3 if a user has a desk phone, a soft phone, and a mobile app, all using the same extension. Encryption configures SRTP media encryption. The default uses the system setting, but you can force SRTP on or disable it for legacy devices. Codec priority determines audio quality. Opus gives the best quality over internet connections, G729 is bandwidth efficient for remote offices, and G711 provides traditional toll quality. The system default is Opus first, then G729, then G711. The voicemail card has several toggles. Enable or disable the voicemail box, turn on AI transcription to convert messages to text, and control directory listing, whether this extension appears in the company dial-by-name directory. The email voicemail toggle sends voicemail recordings to the extension's email address, and delete after email removes the message from the system once delivered. The password is the numeric PIN callers and users enter to access the mailbox. The default is 1234. On an existing extension, you'll also see greeting management, upload or record unavailable and temporary greetings. The temporary greeting overrides the unavailable greeting, useful for vacation or away messages. Below the greetings is the operator destination. When a caller presses 0 during the voicemail greeting, the call routes to whatever destination you configure here, an extension, an IVR, a queue, or any other target. The call forwarding card provides 4 forwarding types, each with its own enable toggle and destination field. Unconditional forwards all calls immediately. The phone never rings. Busy forwards when the extension is on another call. No answer forwards after the dial timeout expires. And offline forwards when the phone is unregistered, powered off or disconnected from the network. Each destination accepts an external phone number, 10 to 15 digits. For internal routing, like sending calls to a queue or IVR, use the Failover Destinations card below, which offers a full destination picker with every internal target type. Failover destinations are priority 2, meaning call forwarding takes precedence when both are configured. Find me, follow me lets an extension ring multiple numbers when a call comes in. Enable it with the toggle, then choose a ring strategy. Sequential rings each number one at a time with individual timeouts, while simultaneous rings all numbers at once. You can enter up to 3 numbers. internal extensions, or external phone numbers. The forwarding caller ID setting controls what the forwarded to phone sees. Business did shows your company's outbound number, while original caller passes through the actual caller's number. The Apply to Internal Calls toggle determines whether Follow Me also activates for calls from other extensions within the same tenant or only for external inbound calls. The caller ID card controls what number displays on outbound calls. The display name is the text shown on all calls, internal and external. It defaults to the extension name. Internal CID overrides the extension number shown on calls within the tenant. The Outbound CID Pool, available on existing extensions, lets you assign up to 5 DIDs to an extension. Each slot maps to a BLF key, *91 through *95. So the user can switch their outbound number directly from their phone. The active slot is highlighted in the table, and you can override it from this admin dropdown. When no CID pool is configured, the extension uses the tenant's default outbound DID. The routing profile dropdown overrides the tenant's default outbound routing, useful when specific extensions need to route calls through a different carrier. The portal card controls whether this extension can access the Cloudspire Voice customer portal, the web-based softphone and messaging interface. Enable portal access, set a password, and optionally assign a softphone BLF template for quick action buttons on the dial screen. You can also configure the ringtone and alert tone the portal plays for incoming calls and messages. The features card manages recording and call behavior. The recording mode either follows the tenant-level setting or explicitly prohibits recording for this extension, useful for compliance. AI call transcription, when enabled and backed by a billing plan, automatically transcribes recorded calls and can email summaries or push them to the CRM. Do Not Disturb sends all calls directly to voicemail, and Auto Answer picks up calls immediately. Commonly used for paging extensions. The dial timeout sets how long the phone rings before the system treats the call as unanswered. That covers every section of the extension configuration. To recap, extension identity sets the number, name, and email. SIP and device controls authentication and codec settings. Voicemail manages the mailbox, greetings, and operator routing. Call forwarding and failover handle external and internal routing for missed calls. Find Me. Follow Me rings multiple devices. The CID pool gives users switchable outbound numbers. Portal Access enables the web softphone, and the features card manages recording, transcription, and call behavior. Click Save Changes when you're done editing, or use the delete button at the bottom to remove an extension. You can also send a welcome email with the extension's credentials directly from the edit form. Back on the list view, use the search bar to quickly find any extension across the tenant.